Yeah, first of all, thank you, media fraternity, for the time that you are given for the concerns of the people of Dimapur. So we are here together with all our DUCCF office bearers and executive of the 23 wards of urban Dimapur. So we would like to brief you about the meeting that has taken place today. So I give time to our media. If there's any questions that you can ask, we'll reply on those questions. Okay. First, today we discussed in depth regarding that issue was there regarding Midland Colony. See, Midland Colony consists of a formation of 3 wards. Ward number 9, I think, ward number 16 and 17. 14. Huh? 14. So there are multiple wards regarding Midland Colony. And there was an issue came out in the paper regarding the GMS and health center that was supposed to be established there at GMS premises. We understand that whatever took place in the social media regarding Midland Colony Council, which is the utmost concern for DUCCF. Why? Because DUCCF is an apex body of all the colony council that is under 23 wards. That consists of 97 colonies. So here we have discussed, we have got our Midland Colony chairman with us also. So on this issue, we would like to give a clarification from the office of the DUCCF with our executive members that any organization has rights to voice, but should be consulted with the respective organization before taking any decisions. So that is why it's difficult for Midland Colony Council right now. Why? Because there is already a dispute among them, which everybody knows, and we will not name, but then we are hoping that DUCCF, being the apex body, we try to solve, bring back unity, and bring back peace among the council itself. So now, there are some few things that we would like to also share. We have given this concern matter to our Vice President. Yeah. But then I'll just supplement to it, since I'm saying about this issue. See, Midland Colony Council, whatever internal issues they have, it's on Midland Colony Council to solve it. But if a council has a difficulty among themselves, then DUCCF will intervene and is intervening so that there will be peace among themselves. So now we have had a meeting with the Midland Colony Council, and they have agreed that they will have a general meeting and they will solve the issues as soon as possible by December. So that we wanted to let the Midland Colony Council leaders, elders, residents to know that they should do it peacefully and according to the norms of the Colony Council that the DUCCF has resolved and given it to them. So that is one agenda that we have discussed today. The main agenda here, today's discussion is, there are lots, so we'd like to stress upon RSF. It's called the Residential Sanitation Fund. Fees, okay. So on RSF, we had a meeting with our DMC councillors, with the CEO of DMC, with the GBs together. And we have, today's meeting, we have discussed that we agree to the text, but what we have discussed is that the DMC councillors has told us that around 14 to 15 lakhs goes only for fuel expenditures for the tractors and dumpers of collection of the sanitation. So that is up to the department to look into it. That has nothing to do with the DUCCF or the GBs. But our concern is the collection of the RSF. Our members here, we have decided that we'll go for further consultation, and only after that we will consult our members in depth properly, because our executive members will have to consult with all the colony chairmen and colony councils. Then we will be able to understand whether the RSF fee is suitable or not. That is what we have decided. And the other agenda was regarding the road from Dilai Junction to Tragopan Junction. So the road has been kept pending for quite some time, in which we know because of this festive season, it has just started within a few days back. It was supposed to be completed on the month of December last year, 2023, as according to the meeting that was held at DC's office, DC's conference hall. DUCCF was being a part there. Then we had some urban areas leaders also, especially Midland Village Council was there. And through negotiation, this work started, but it stopped. Now they have started. DUCCF is very thankful and grateful to the 21 Colony Council, which from that stretch goes to the Hotel Tragopan. So we give our acknowledgement and appreciation to the 21 Council. They have really pressured the department, might as well as the administration, to start with the work. So we are keeping in constant touch regarding this matter, and we hope that the contractor will do this construction in the required time frame. I'll just go ahead. And the third agenda that we are having is regarding, we have decided that we will give an RTI to the DMC department. We will also submit an RTI for urban department and an RTI for the multidisciplinary state stadium. So the 3 RTIs will be filed from the office of the DUCCF. So those were done because of the concern that we have. Discussions were done on
regarding the NLTP.
Lastly, I would like to state about the Nagaland Liquor Total Prohibition Act. This is a story that's been going on for quite some time, and DUCCF was given full endorsement from the Naga Council and the civil societies back in 2023. We have submitted a representation to the government on joint efforts with all the CSOs of Dimapur, and there was a cabinet meeting. All of us we know, but there was no decision taken. As we all know that this NLTP issue is nothing personal to any one of us. It was just given responsibility to the DUCCF to do the research. Since as colony chairmen, as colony leaders and elders, we know what is going on with this NLTP issue for the district of Dimapur under the urban area. So we did our researches, and conclusively we submitted the representation with all facts and figures to our government. So till today, there is no positive outcome even after the cabinet meeting. Whether we are, as citizens, we would like to question our government also, whether they are willing to lift the NLTP or not lift. They should give a concrete answer to it, and to let the citizens know that if they are banning NLTP, if they are, the act is to be taken place, then they should strictly follow it. If not, then the DUCCF have already given its representation with all the CSOs of Dimapur that it should be lifted. So on NLTP issue, we appeal to the government the gentle reminder that to look into the matter, because we know our festive season is going to start from December 1 and so on. And there is going to be a partial lifting very soon, that we all know. Whether partial lifting or not, last year we came to know that there was initial partial lifting. So likewise, they should make a decision of this NLTP issue. So these are the things that we have discussed. And lastly, I would like to say that the DUCCF stands with the all Kohima Municipal Ward Panchayat and all Ward Union Mokochung Town regarding their press release that they have given against the cabinet decision on 11th of July 2024 regarding the issue of self-style ward chairmen and GBs who are self-style working as councillors. I don't think any GB or chairman is working as councillors. So we are against that cabinet decision that has taken place on 11th of July 2024. We believe that chairmen and GBs coexist together with our government. And we have never taken advantage. We have voiced. And whatever the government directs us, we work together. So now we know whatever is happening right now as the decision has taken place, but we are against this decision and we stand in solidarity with the two unions of Kohima and Mokochung. So that is those issues that has been discussed for today. Yes.
I just want to know whether the DUCCF is supporting the Midland Council or the stand of the DSU in removing the dispensary. I think that's the DSC, no? Even the advisor, Yomi, has also voiced out, and then I believe has informed the Midland Council to remove, and the department to remove the primary health center from the premises of the school.
Okay.
And also, as per the sources, the Midland, the school where it's established, it was not given by the colony council, but by an individual person to the state government. So, where is the DUCCF in this? Are you in support with the council or with the stand for removal of the dispensary?
See, like I said earlier, as we have discussed this matter with our Midland Colony Council, this internal issue of theirs, it's them to solve with the concerned department. Okay, we will not involve in these issues. But our concern is about their colony because of these matters. Their colony has broken into two. So our concern is we don't want their colony to be divided into two. So these are the concern matters that we are trying to solve for the Midland Colony Council. The rest into this issue regarding GMS and the health primary center which is there, regarding that we will not comment on it because that belongs to their issue.
Acha sir, tadi ekta question to.
Yes.
Apni answer issue libi sir. Ito primary health center ekta GMS ne set up pura pura. Ito chamila olai kina. Ito Midland Council bi duita hoshi balo. Apni ito olai clearly bulishe ke Midland Council majority internally solve kuri. Boli takan majority ito council duita olai lushe. To ito to DUCCF usi kina intervene kura settle kuri jeli balo hai.
Thank you for the question. This is exactly what we are trying right now. Because there is divided, we want peace, unity and tranquility to be among the DUCC perimeter. So we are already on the process. Our chairman is with us, Midland Colony. So we will make sure that whatever decision from the office and the executive, that the Midland Colony Council also, they have agreed to go according to whatever decision we have given. In fact, we have given some few points to the leaders of Midland Colony. We have already resolved and we have given them. One is that any colony council under urban, there is some few patterns that we would like to say. We cannot, any individual or groups cannot call a general meeting. It goes under some procedure. The office bearers and the executive, they have a meeting and they decide whether there will be a general meeting or not. So that according to that, whatever they have this audit or they have this transaction to be done, that is done after that meeting is concluded. But in this issue, because of these internal issues, they have a division among them. So that we discuss in depth and we make sure that these things will be resolved as soon as possible.
But sir, as a apex body, DUCCF, do you agree that the primary health center at school they attached to ठीक নহয় নহয় कि बच्चा का स्कूल भी लोया से ताकि डिस्पेंसरी का हेल्थ सेंटर लगाना बच्चा का के इतो बीमार खान भी लगी वो बड़े डिस्पेंसरी ने तो इतो हेल्थ सेंटर तो हमें का साइड में एक साइड के अटैच लगा तो भी ठीक নহয় तो ना तो DUCC पर भी ठीक है.
Yeah, okay, on this question, I have earlier said that is under the prerogative of the Midland Colony Council to discuss with the department, okay? So on that I will not further comment more. Why? Because I already said that reply on that question.
Now sir, you have clearly stated that African DMC, urban development are multidisciplinary sports complex related to RTI about question. That's very clear. But DMC are urban, but sir, can you kindly highlight a few? Why?
Okay. Regarding DMC, it will be mainly because of the amount of workers that are working in the department. As we come to know, we studied and we come to observe that there's around 400 plus workers who are drawing the salaries. And we have observed that hardly 200 reaches the office and working. It's a great concern, not only for the people of the members of the DUCCF, but the entire people under urban who is under municipality. So that I think it's our right that we should file an RTI and find out the truth, what is happening inside the department itself. We want to see. So that is why we have taken the decision that we will file an RTI regarding this issue.
And urban, sir?
And urban is very interesting, as we all know. For the past few decades, DUCCF chairman laga body ase. Eto apni kan sob jani ase. Ami kan chairman ide kimon ase development aha laga to urban department pra aha laga to ami kan to na jane komti pai ne bishi pai bi na jane etu karone ami kan bi tate RTI lagai kena check koribo. Development to aya ase ne nai Mahan Dimapur urban area itu nimita ami kan. Yes. Pardon? Yeah, very soon. This was the discussion done today itself. So maybe it may take around 3 to 4 working days, and we'll submit the application.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Itu Bukandar hamge Christmas star laga collection 300. Ini mga laga diga ini DUCCF di apni ala opinion kya ase? Compulsory ase mission.
Just basically taxing on anything that they can find. The DMC seems to be taxing on anything and everything. Every other month we're seeing new receipts coming up. So what does DUCC have to say on that?
I think some members may want to say something on that. If there's anybody. Yeah. See, regarding tax, it's not only DUCCF. The entire public is fed up. Okay? We don't need to mention it. We know what is going on with this tax issue. We are so fed up. Now, concerned department, DMC, with the new councillors, we wish them all the best for development purpose, for any kind of work for the public. But I think there's somewhere down the line which some question has been put up regarding the Christmas star. And it's going on in social media. The rate is, I think, 300 rupees. So that star 300 rupees is it's too high. So that's why all the people in the social media are talking about it. So a respected department, DMC, with its councillors, I think they have to make right decisions. Because DUCCF is an NGO, okay. We are waiting and hoping that DMC will do something good. DMC will bring, the councillors will bring the development, the council will bring something, new changes. But if they are working like this, the public's mandate, the public's confidence will go low. So that I think the municipal councillors should, I don't mean the entire councillors, but the councillors who are dealing with this Christmas star, they should try to change the rate of the star. Is too high.
So you had earlier said about NLTP Act and the partial lifting. So yes, it was done during the G20 summit as
Yes,
well
yes.
by the Chief Minister. Now, and we also divulged right now about that it is also again going to happen, the partial lifting of alcohol,
Yes, yes.
the act. So, sir, can you just give us a little more information on this partial lifting that you were speaking about, the upcoming partial lifting?
Yes, this decision of lifting, a partial lifting for the NLTP Act, the decision was taken at the conference hall of Naga Council with all the stakeholders. It was not only DUCCF that had made the decision. We understand the Department of Excise is doing the best. We have seen time and again, there are a lot of raids going on also. And it's continuing, the raid is going, again it's continuing, the selling is continuing. So how long the DUCCF will continue to do their duties to stop selling of alcohol? Where we know that consumption of alcohol and this consumption of alcohol, the act itself, it's not applicable for the state of Nagaland. We see it, we have to study it very centrally. We understand we don't want to touch the subject because many of us we know, even for a cabinet or for any individual, touching NLTP is like touching a cactus. Okay. Then we know who are going to come, who are going to voice out, we know it. Will be Dimapur karne to INSI sabi na. Practical kinika Dimapur chule ase to NLTP issue to so public jane ase. Ami khan DUCCF pura itu concern matter to ami khan ke take up kuri bi kuri na civil societies kan pura ami khan itu take up kuri ase to. So to karne ami khan naga itu act to Dimapur district karne to it's not possible. You see the practical view. It's already a 3-decade-old issue. And during the 3 decades back, that this issue was in the primary stage, in the genesis stage. Itu time that the problem to could tackle it. But now things has changed. I think we have to accept reality. Then rather than we live in a hypocritic way of living. Because we can see a lot of hypocrisy going on with this NLTP Act issue. So that's why the answer to your question is that NLTP is something which is not working in Dimapur district. That is the voice of the DUCCF. It's not working.
So the government's response to this is?
They should study it properly, and if we have voiced out to lift it up, and they should take a bold decision. It's depend upon the government. We have given our views and ideas. We are not the government to say we will lift it up. It's upon the government now.
Coming back to taxation, yes, many have mentioned that many have spoken in social media with regards to the councillors collecting taxes. DMC councillors collecting organizations, let's not name any, NGOs and organizations, though they are also collecting, which preferably can be termed as taxes, because forcible collection is
Yeah.
always tax.
Yeah.
That is one thing. Second thing, spoken day in and day out, factions, 26 factions collecting taxes. Ito lang katibi, DMCF DCCF First though, if you can kindly highlight on the NGOs and the civil society organizations collecting forcible donations.
Or in the guise of saving the business establishments from the factions, they are taking donations.
See, we all know DUCCF works as a colony council. We have our own frame. Yes, the question of tax is there for business matters. We have DCCI, then we have the Business Association of Nagaland, Dimapur district. We have CNCCI, the central. So these bodies are there for the business problems and tax problems. But when it comes to colony, it comes to tax means the colony council decides or makes any decision. That is a different issue. But regarding tax issue, like you have mentioned, every organization is having their own, laws and bylaws to look into it. Okay, so regarding undergone tax issue, too, we all know. We don't have to mention about it. So that's it. We do not deal with these issues much regarding this business tax. Okay.
Sir, I have two questions. Ekta ase National Highway 36 Dilai Gate par Dilai Junction point ase.
Yes.
Apuni clearly kusho elevate sir yate company jo to firm gure ase Nagami Infate ase. Aro amikan huni pa ase sir takan pra sub contract dina kurise. Whereas amikan itia huni ase sub contractor pra surrender kurise. Aro itia Nagami Infate pra kam kurule ase. Whereas public consumer dukka ase aro Duncan area Midland area kan sai gure sir nala bundi kina rakhi kina jama ini rakhi dia ase. कुनबा लोग कोर्ट भी कुछ भी ना पड़े इनफैक्ट अभी पानी जमा हुई ना mosquito breeding place एकता वजह से तो DUCCF probably loud and clear message एकता नागामी इन्फाते की हुए
Yeah, I think our brother Aaron will answer to that question.
Itulah mirror deh, abi ulok koi diwo. Ami kan last time 21 councils chairman itu urban iklan hoye na rural area labi thakse. Any order mokan DC ke lok pai na that this ultimatum dishe. To ultimatum dia sab rokhi na ami kan checking jaisle takan kam to shuru kuri ase pura to. Only be itia question raise koran nishina trainage laga side train laga pani kan thaka la to itu labi mokan ekdam urgent right dia group lagi kushe hoile be takan loyal station phale boila beshi bia ase itu jaga holo purengena ahigena zero kelage pra start purengena jabona puina ase to itera te so far positive ase mokan bi checking jai ase mokan bi follow up kuri ase itu ase.
My last question to the president.
Yeah.
Itia MRP laga ekta issue choli ase.
Yes.
Where Dimapur Naga student pra itu laga opore bishi damor voice raise kurise ki decorative lights MRP na thakina chola do thik nai. Koi itu sai shi bole amikan implementing agency jo DMC rate control organ ase DCCI kan bi ase. Bole bi naga manuman ke inika decorative lights imported police are mostly from Chinese side. So DUCCF from ki koi
See, we all of us are active in social media. Mon jane ase mon sai ase. MRP nathaka lado, it has been happening for quite some time, and I think it's high time responsible organizations and DMC department also should sit down together and work this out. We understand that that will not be the subject of the issue being appropriate to touch, but it was untouched for quite some time. So that's why they have taken the responsibility to touch. So on that ground, the issue has also done a good research on it. I'm not saying that we support them. We support them on this issue, but I only suggest that they have taken up this matter because it was a concerned matter which was kept untouched for quite some time. So, I believe this MRP issue, the DMC, the DCCI, and the business organizations should sit down together and fix the rates. It's high time.
It's a little out of the topic in the list, but since it's under Dimapur urban area, we are right now in the festive season. Many night carnivals, food bazaars are going to happen in colonies. And recently a report has said the Northeast with their cultural food, it's very unhygienic and very unsafe for consumption because of the preparation, storage as well. Now will the DUCCF do something about this food that is being sold in these open night bazaars and night markets?
Yes, definitely. This is
Will there be a food safety measure taken, a robust measure maybe?
this food safety measures regarding it. I am not very sure how our colony chairmen from that respective areas will look into it. But I'm definitely sure from the office of the DUCCF, we make sure that visitors coming from outside and having the time spent in all these carnivals will inform all the chairmen that food standards should be maintained. So that part from the DUCCF we can play a role by informing all the chairmen to make sure there is food safety for people who are coming from outside. So that. Okay.
Last, I want to request to the state government of Nagaland. Amikan Dimapur karne ekta request ko boli mona se. Grand in 8 ahatu amikan DMC kan ke dibo lage to. Ami laga bhabna to DMC kan ke dile amikan laga to sabji khan laga rate bhi down hoi jabo ki government bara olop bhi grand in 8 ahigena saile. Aru especially amikan Dimapur bhi Nagaland ase de. सब way gateway of Nagaland ओले भी रास्ता तो सभी मैं खान दिमापुर फनी भी ओलप गवर्नमेंट की रिक्वेस्ट करा छे दिमापुर खान की भी हमें खान दिमापुरियन खान की भी ओलप मुरम पुरले बाल अपनी खान सब जने छे बाहर मानु खान आहा खान भी सब दिखे छे दिमापुर ला रास्ता तो एक तभी लोगोले मन नाय और हमें खान दिमापुर टी कंसर्न दुईटा एमएलए छे ताई खान तुजनी की रिक्वेस्ट करा छे दिमापुर करने खरा कोटी की ना दिमापुर भाल कुरबोले दी की ना ताई खान आगे दी जहाँ टाइम दिकिन का दिमापुर करने कंसर्न होगी ना आई से इतु निशना आगे दी भी दिमापुर करने पब्लिक तो की लगे रास्ता लगे लाइट लगे दुईटा लगे तो बराबर अमी खान स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की रिक्वेस्ट करा छे दिमापुर फनी अलग साइड दी ना अमी खान दिमापुर की भी ना पहाड़ी की ना दिमापुर दी भी अलग डेवलप कर ले भाला से कोई की ना अमी on behalf of DUCCF और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की रिक्वेस्ट करा छे थैंक यू
Yeah.
Very interesting topic. Do you feel that Dimapur has been neglected in terms of development for the past, let's just say 10 years, as compared to other developments in other districts or neighboring districts? That is my first question. Second question is our Dimapur MLA has, I think, DMC inauguration time he has requested the Chief Minister to build flyovers for Dimapur.
Yes.
So, do you also support that? If you support, do you also want to say something?
Yeah, definitely we support. That was a request by our MLA, Sir Matushi. That's a very good idea that he has put forward to the government, an appeal. The answer to your question is that Dimapur has been failing regarding development. That is why we are planning to put an RTI to the urban department and try to find out what are the works that is going to take place. The files, I think, which are submitted to the department, maybe for 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, whether they are taking up these matters or not, whether development is coming or not to our district. So that is why we want to put an RTI and find out is Dimapur seriously neglected? We want to know. And as far as the chairman here is concerned, from all 23 wards, we know that there is no development. There is a chairman here from Notun Basti colony. In his colony itself, see, there's a stretch of road, the blacktopping was done by the residents itself, collecting of funds from themselves and then constructing the blacktopping. So there are so many things, development done by the chairman and colony council itself for development wise. So we are not seeing that urban department is intervening and doing the needful by giving us developments. Yes.
Government stand development Dimapur kadi do mati nai boy sekarang reason hectare reason dia.
Okay.
DUCCF
Mati nai, mati, there are lots of land. The road belongs to the government. No, there are lots of land that can be developed. There are so many offices in the district of Dimapur. In fact, Dimapur is the fastest growing city of Nagaland. We know, but it has been neglected. Let us be sure. Every one of us knows that because of this festive season that is on the corner, it's only because of that that there are some few developments that is occurring, road repairing and construction. Otherwise, we have kept unattended for quite some time. So we are trying to voice.
We know that in Dimapur there is a huge menace of drug abuse.
Yes.
And the consequence of that is an increase in the number of thefts in homes, business establishment. This is also affects the councils.
Yeah.
So regarding into drugs law, to every colony chairman GBS, to Nijo colony drugs ethic takibi, kiki takibi, I mean Nijo colony to drug ethic control probable to ahibole nidigina, nidibole garni, I can be to kushes kurigina bon kurase to একটা chairman করা সব কলোনি সাবলে না পারে তো নিজেও কলোনিতে কোন chairman আছে তারপরে নিজেও কলোনিতে তাই কন্ট্রোল করে কিনা এতো ড্রাগ এদিকন বন্ধ করব বলে কোশিশ করা আছে নাকি কই না আপনি লাও কোশ্চেন তো রিপ্লাই দিয়ে আছে
You are the apex body for this council chairman. So আপনি আপনি ಇದು strict action কিনা লো that ಇದು implement করে আছে council chairman খানরা ಇದು drug menace society there.
See, earlier on we had a discussion regarding this issue. Drugs, we know war on drugs has the department, the police department is also trying to level best. That is for people who are selling of drugs, drug lords, they're selling drugs. Those things they're tackling it. But the users, abusers, main part. DUCCF also had a meeting regarding this issue. We're going to discuss with many NGOs or maybe orphanages, and we're going to see. We're going to seek help and work together inclusively because drugs is a very wide problem. If drugs continue to multiply, there's going to be theft, there are going to be a lot of issues, illegal activities. So that's why DUCCF itself cannot able to manage that. It has to be an inclusive of all the churches or either rehabilitation centers, other NGOs working together. So on this issue for DUCCF, like our chairman has said, we, Colony Council, are all aware of it, but this has to be worked inclusively with the other bodies together. Yeah.
I'm going to present for the supplement. It is drugs laga sabe. The garne American NLTP Act Dimapur town laga do. হাইডাই দিবে এতো লিফট করে দিবে খালি ডিমাপুর ডিস্ট্রিক্ট কারণে আমি ডিমান্ড করেছি কি কারণে আছে বইলা ড্রাগস তো দাম কমতি থাকিছে মুদুকানি বেশি থাকিছে দাম তো কমতি দাম বড় খায় কেনা এটা ড্রাগস খা মানুষ তো 1000 টাকা হলে বি দেখা যায় তো গেঞ্জি কিনা খাবলে তো পয়সা আছে আমি কাল ডিমাপুরে এটা পয়সা আছে এটা আমি কাল পুরো তো চেয়ারম্যান কোয়ান্ডিশনা আমি কাল নিজে কলিনি তো আমি কাল কন্ট্রোল করে সে আমি কাল সিভিল সোসাইটি তো আমি কাল পাবলিক কারণে করে আছে ইয়াতে সিভিল সোসাইটি কাল লাগা আমি কাল লাগা বেনিফিট দেখো নাই আমি খান তো বেড বান্ধি কিনে আর কাপড় পৰা বেড বান্ধি কিনে আমি খান পাব্লিক কাৰণে কাম কৰি আছে এতিয়া রিগার্ডিং দ্য NLTP Act আমি হলা প্রেসিডেন্ট মেম্বার ভালপরা কইছে আমি কাল লাগা ফেস্টিভ সিজন পৌঁছিছে ক্রিসমাস পৌঁছিছে জায়গা লাউরি জানতে জায়গা সাবি তো কিমান মুদো দোকান কিমান নতুন নতুন খুলি না আছে পুরা নাগা কারণে খুলি না আছে ক্রিসমাস পৌঁছিছে তো নতুন নতুন ওয়াইন শপ তো কিমান খুলি না আছে এটা জায়গা সাইজ কইলে 20-30 উপরে খুলিছে আর এই দুটো কি আছে তাদের একটা भी অরিজিনাল নাই সব আলটারনেটিভ মিক্স লাগা দোকানে আছে সেইটো কারণে আমি খান DUCCF এটো মুভ করা দলে তো আমি খান তো পাবলিক কারণে করে আছে যদি এটো NLTP Act ডিমাপুর ডিস্ট্রিক্ট কারণে এটো লিফট করে দিছে বলিবি তাদের লাইসেন্স কি করিব কি সিস্টেম করিব এটো আমি খান লাগা হাত নাই এটো গভর্নমেন্ট লাগা উপরে আছে itu karena kami kan demand kora do Dimapur district laga do NLTP Act do hadai dibi Dimapur government bora ki system bora cholabo itu do cholaile bhala se kora ami kan tade ami kan stand kore ase ami kan sabe eta colony holibe ami kan check kori libe urban area ase ami kan change ase restaurant eman ase sob khola ase open ase se Kohima is also open ami kan sob change ase এটা 35-6 years এটা NLTP Act এটা কি হয়েছে আমি তো এটা ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করি না তো NLTP Act পরে কি করেছে এটা আমি এটা গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা জানিব লাগে সদায় সিভিল সোসাইটি গান বৈশাট কৰিবলৈ ৰখি নাথাকিব লাগে কিটো কৰিবলৈ আছে গভৰ্নমেন্ট ভাবি খান কাৰণে কৰিব লাগে সদায় সিভিল সোসাইটি বৈশাট কৰা নাই এইটো পাৰ্ট তো সিভিল সোসাইটি বৈশাট কৰা নাই এইটো এনে ৰাখিবি চেটো ৰাখিবি এফালে তো সিভিল সোসাইটি তুমি করা না একো বৈশাখ নাই চেষ্টা রাখিবে তো লাভ কথা নয় গভর্নমেন্ট আছে পাবলিক কারণে থাকে আছে কি তো ভাল আছে তো করে দিলে ভাল নহলে তো এটা নাগাল্যান্ডে চাবি একটা রাস্তা শুধু বনাব যদি ডিপার্টমেন্ট পৰা গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা কন্ট্রাক্টর ব্লেম কৰিব কন্ট্রাক্টর পৰা গভর্নমেন্টকে ব্লেম কৰিব কাম তো একটা भी সাকসেস নহয় আৰু পাব্লিক পৰা বৈশাখ কৰিলে পাব্লিক পৰা এডুকেশ্যন কৰিব কইলে তাতে ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰে এতিয়া আমি খান নাগালেণ্ডে চাবি হৰ্ণবিল পঞ্চুবলৈ আছে লিপষ্টিক মাৰি আছে সব কিমান মইনা চলিব আমি খান ৰাস্তা কিমান মইনা চলিব সে ডিমাপুৰ চিটি এতিয়া ডেভেলপমেণ্ট আৰবান লগাতে আমি কৈ ৰাখিছে ইয়াতে স্পেচিয়েলি ইয়াতে চিটি ডাবৰটো কোৰ্ট চাৰালি জাংচন এতিয়া কি লাগা সিচুয়েশন দে রাস্তা তো এটা কারি বড় বিরালিবি এটা নম্বর 1 বিরাবো লাগে নম্বর 1 বড় কারি তোলাবো লাগে এনেকা তাক আছে তো এটো বি দেন দুটো মারিছো কইছে তোমার তাক পে যাবে কাম তো দেখাই নাই এটো কারণে আজি আমি খান DUCCF ইয়াতে বহাদো এটো বি একটা সিভিল সোসাইটি আমি খান পাব্লিক কারণে তো বৈশাট করে আছে আমি খান আজি কি এজেন্ডা আনিছে কি মিডিয়ার মধ্যে কি আমি খান আনিছে তো গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা তখন তো শুনি দিলে ভাল আছে থ্যাংক
Okay. Right now.